Sometimes there's highs and lows in this business. You kind of have to keep yourself steady, especially if you become a broker. If you're going in it all by yourself, you're gonna feel and you're gonna experience the emotions. There's a lot of emotions with this. There's a lot of worry. There's a lot of just a lot of nights where you're not sleeping. At least for me, it was. When I initially got into this business, I didn't feel prepared. I worked at a retail organization. I learned a lot there, but I took a couple months off because, you know, I just wasn't making enough, and I wanted to focus on how I'm going to bring my business into establishment. So I took a couple months off, got into this business. I had a lot of help, and I'm going to talk about that in another video of where you can get assistance and how to understand what to do in order to own your own business. But I had a lot of help. But once I got into the business, it's like now it's started. What's the next step? What are we gonna do now? So I had to I had to do a lot of things. There were a lot of things that I felt like I needed that now from my perspective, 8 months out, I don't think was very that much important that important. One thing was that I felt that I needed was a really 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 great CRM, and a CRM is great. You should probably start off with a CRM. I'm not going against the CRM. I advocate it. If you are a diligent person and you want to have a successful practice, you should have a CRM. But what I felt was there were so many companies out there, so many people trying to get in your pocket, so many people promising you this, promising you that. My CRM can fly. My CRM can do this. My CRM can do that. It just got very confusing. I felt like I was like one of my customers. I knew so much that I was paralyzed. So, what I decided to do was just go off of brand name. So, what did I do? I jumped into the system and I went with one of the largest companies out there, Salesforce. Salesforce is a CRM company, and basically they work with middle to large businesses. I'm not a middle to large business. I'm a sweat equity shop. I'm a startup, pure startup. So, just after a while, it grinded on me. And the reason why I say that is Salesforce is a great system if you're familiar with it. If you know how to work Salesforce, you've been in the industry prior, you know how to navigate Salesforce, it's a great system for you. But if you are completely new to CRM, if you are in the business and you just kind of want something to plug and play, I would recommend you stay away from Salesforce. It's a completely uh, over exaggerated, over so many tools, so many different things you can do, so many. It was for me. It was just confusing. I was confused. Another reason why I went with Salesforce is, a lot of these technological companies right now are doing something where they bring you in with a very high premium. So they might make you pay 500-600 bucks. Then after that, on a monthly basis, you pay a smaller amount per month. With Salesforce, I think what attracted me to them was their cost was below 75, if I'm not mistaken, $75 a month. And with each additional benefit or an additional service that you want, you can add on top of it. So I went in and I thought, okay, I'm going to add a benefit where I can reach out to someone and they can explain how this process works, and they can help me build it out and just kind of make it unique to me. I mean, ultimately at the end of the day, it just didn't work out. I just felt like it was too complicated. My business, I wanted to get in. I wanted to get my leads in the system. I wanted to start working for me. I didn't know how to navigate Salesforce. So if you're the same, you're new to the business, you're not familiar with Salesforce, technology is you something you use every day, but it's not something you focus on. Stay clear of Salesforce. We'll talk about some other groups out there that I'm looking at or that I have encountered or used, and maybe it could help you in your business.